Guts and Black Powder updated again, and with that comes new weapons, one of them being the Sword Bayonet. While it can function like a regular saber, it can attach to the rifle and be used as a bayonet like the musket. The stats of the Sword Bayonet are nearly identical to the saber. 30 damage, a 0.55 second swing rate, 3 penetration, a max swing distance of 5, and a headshot multiplier of 1.65. This makes it a watered-down saber with less penetration and a lower headshot multiplier. Testing showed nothing special. The lower stats are not noticeable unless you are using the upswing. But once attached to the rifle, it really shines, tearing through the hordes. The improved damage over the musket bayonet allows it to easily one-tap most zombies in the game with either the downswing or upswing. You can even melee bombers with it, though it's much better to do it with the spontoon or pike. It can also do a side swing, unlike the musket, but who the fuck cares, because nobody is going to use that shit anyway. As expected, the rifle bayonet is compatible with the holdfast, as well as doing a bayonet charge during officers' charges. With the bayonet attached to the rifle, it takes a bit to pull out and be ready. This can be a problem, especially with runners. Another thing to note is that while standing still, the rifle reloads quicker. However, this doesn't work with the bayonet attached. Using the reload buff with a Pfeiffer can get you very quick reload speeds. So in parts of maps where you would want to be gunning a lot, detach the bayonet from the rifle. In general, the Sword Bayonet is a very solid melee, doing lots of damage and being versatile. But we have to remember that it is not a standalone weapon, being dependent on the rifle, which doesn't have the best reputation for being a good weapon. So does the bayonet make the rifle a viable weapon? Well, I think it just about does. The rifle is not the most viable weapon, but it's at least better than the damn knockoff. For improving it, I think giving it the same headshot multiplier as the saber could be nice. But the problem is not with the Sword Bayonet itself, but rather the rifle holding it back. To which I don't think that much could be done. I think the rifle has some decent use with this update, especially on endless maps and on St. Petersburg, with the reload buff giving the rifle an improvement as well. But the rifle itself is still not perfect and drags the bayonet down with it. But overall, a much-needed upgrade. So I would say that the Sword Bayonet is worth it, being a powerful long-range melee that helps improve Guts and Black Powder's worst weapon.